Hi, good morning. I'll tell you today how to make your homework in forms. These are my teams, and for example, I want to give a homework to my class 11 geography students. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in assignments. Here, this create. So, it says two options, assignment or quiz. So, I will select quiz. As soon as I select quiz, forms are going to come. So here there are some forms which I have already created. So either I just select from them. And if I don't want to select from them, then I can have a new quiz. Now how these forms are already here, that also I'll tell you. If I go to forms, this side, these are 9 major apps of Microsoft Teams, Microsoft itself. So if you click in these 9 apps, you will find forms here. In mine, it is not coming because I have already embedded it in my assignments. So I'll take you back again there where I was. So create, quiz, new quiz. Because I don't want to utilize the previous one, but if you want to utilize the previous one, go to these 9 tabs. You will see forms here. Open forms and you can keep creating new forms. So create a new quiz. So here I can start creating a new quiz. Now, according to your theme, for example, you want to teach about revolt of 1857 or a particular case. So you can just pick up a theme. If you like these kind of background on your form, you can use it. Or if you want to have something from the internet, you can even have it. For example, for law, I'll just write law or maybe anything particular. So I'll get a lot of pictures. Like if I pick any picture from here, it will become entire background. I generally do it because it gives a very nice background to my form and students look forward for it when they see the form, and it becomes specific for a topic. So this is how my form will look like. Now the topic is quiz. Topic is maybe law. I'll just write law. I don't know the topic. So now enter description. It's up to you. You can write it's a short objective test. It is a picture test. It is a research paper or something. Whatever you want to write, you can write in description. If you don't want to write, it's okay. Now when it comes to add new, you can have there are a lot of choices here. You can have choice based questions or you can have text based questions. You can fix a date also when your quiz will be uploaded, and by which date you want to close it also can be done. There are so many other options which you can explore. I just keep it simple and I select text. Now in select text there is question number 1. uh, do you like me? So now here students are going to enter their answer. If you want, you can add answer here. Yes. Okay, so then after that you can even give points to your answer. So whenever you want to edit your question, you can go back to the question and edit it. So here I can write points also. How many points I think the answer is for. What kind of answer is it? Long answer, short answer. Just put it required. That means the answer students have to give this answer. So that says required. So for every answer you can say required. Now I have to add second question. So if I think that, oh, this question was not good and it was not for 1 point, it is for 2 points, you can just go back to it, click it and edit it whatever you want to do. Tell me yes or no or something you want, and then you can change the points here again, add second answer also, second option also. Now when I'm showing you to add another question, I'll show you another variety of question. Now I don't want to give this question in the form of text, but I want to give this question in the form of a picture. So I want to tell them to identify this, or maybe something else like what is a case law. So I'll just click this picture and then I'll ask them, see the picture given this side. Okay, this picture was not supported, so you have to go again. Now you can put this question in the bin and then add another question. Text, add picture, image. This is coming from internet, so that picture was not supported. I want to take this picture. Let's see if this is supported or not. So if this is supported, then you will write on this side, what are these books of? So students say that these are law books, like that. So this is how second question can be there, and in the same form you can enter your answer, you can enter marks, and once it is done you will say done. So once it is done, it's done, and then it will directly take you to the page where you have started making your assignment. So once it is done, it says it is loaded. Now up to me, what do I want to do with this? If I want to give this particular assignment on some particular day, I can write here date, day, something, something. If I don't want to assign it, I can just save it for future. And now, because it's not for my students, I will discard it. So it is going to be posted to 11th Geography Humanities, and I can edit the date here. I can edit the due date also here, and I can even add it to assignment calendars. It's up to me. For the time being, I'm going to discard it. So this is how you can make. Are you sure you want to discard? Yes. This is how I can make assignments on Google Forms. Now, when I make assignments on Google Forms, there are MS Teams forms, there are various new interesting things that you can learn and understand. Like I'll take you to this one. Here is the assignment. Okay, I think this is hanged. That I'll teach you later, maybe, or if it opens, I'll just tell you something about it. Okay, so my assignments, once I have assignments with me, I don't want to see these assignments. I want to see the assignment which is already returned. I'll see returned assignment. What I'm going to show you is how to take the feedback on assignments on Google Forms. This feedback is really important. Okay, so here when you check assignment and it says that this assignment was given on May 7th, was closed on May 7th at 3 p.m. and I have returned assignment to 16 plus students. So when this kind of assignment return comes, you just check the summary result. When you check the summary result, then you can easily see how many students finished their assignment, which question they did very well. So this will happen after checking. Once all the students submit their assignment, you can easily check them in Google Forms, and you have to just click the assignment and automatically it will take you to Google Forms. You can easily check it. If you find any problem in checking assignments in Google Forms, let me know. I'll just send another video tutorial. Now it says that I have given the assignment to 16 students, but only 14 responses I got. That means 2 students were absent. The average score was 16.9 and the assignment status is closed. So here, if you review answers, question 1 was answered by 12 students correctly. So 86% students in my class understood this assignment. this particular topic. This is how you can see the entire summary of your assignment, whatever you gave. And you can easily think that, okay, this particular topic my students did not understand, I have to teach it again, like that. And there are 14 responses here. Okay, so that's all. If you want me to explain anything else, do let me know.